Oh, hey, look, Silvio's back.
Last time I fought someone so formidable.
How is it you can still stand and fight?
It is as you said. If we lose here, nothing will remain.
What are you boasting about? Even if you kill me, Esros is still the victor. I withstood humiliation to preserve the name of the High Houses. And even so, you ingrates treat me like this!
Enough excuses.
They are not excuses. House Wolffort has single-handedly brought ruin upon us. As long as I live, so shall the High Houses!
Get back here, Silvio! You still owe me my due!
Yeah, do your thing, Rufus.
Shall I pursue him?
Nah, they got this.
He has no reason nor army to strike at us again.
True. I would rather not harm one of our own could we avoid it.
I know, right? Though I gotta admit, the music there is kind of mismatched. It sounds like it's a really tense situation, but it's totally it's a completely safe post-battle situation. Like, there's no real stakes there. He's just angry because he lost.
At the end of the battle against House Wolffort, Lord Silvio of Tellior leaves the field defeated.
Predictable by no one.
The victors, however, do not go by unscathed, repeated battles taking their toll on the soldiers. All goes according to Gustadolf's plan to weaken both houses.
Of course. Because this helps no one.
Landroy Falks, Lord of the Third of Glenbrook's High Houses, faces off against General of Laura.
I can't imagine them winning. Wait, what? Norzelian Mountain. Oh! Oh! Alright, let's see what Silvio's up to. I don't think he...
Somehow, I must survive.
I don't think that Serenoa forgot what Silvio tried to do. But regardless of the reasons for it, the lord of one of the high houses striking down the lord of one of the other high houses with his own hand has political and social repercussions. Like, there's no way to bring that realm back together if you literally just put the man to the sword.
Escaping all on your own, I see.
Bark.
Rufus, what are you doing here?
I came to collect my reward.
Reward? Since when were losers ever rewarded?
I remember our deal differently.
As do I. I was promised an invincible executioner. You are nothing but a fraud. A sheep in wolf's clothing.
Yeah, this is not the situation where you want to make that,
What's so funny?
I have a new deal for you. Pay me what I'm owed or die.
I cannot give you what I do not possess. But if you kill me now, you will have lost to Wolffort with nothing to show for it.
Go on.
If you let me live, on the other hand, I will find the coin to pay you. What do you say? Do we have a deal?
I thought he was rich.
Fine. But if I don't get that money, consider your life forfeit.
Hey! For no reason at all. Look at these morons. Really making my case there, buddy. You're doing a good job. And there they go. Alright, so we gotta fight Rufus again at some point. Even though, like, a man of that, like, stature should not really be giving on, Yeah, this was predictable.
Far too much blood has been spilled.
I know how loyal you were to the late King Regna. We may be enemies, but you still have my respect. I would invite you to join our ranks.
You would dishonor me so.
I prefer it to your death.
Save your pity for someone who needs it. Your master will never have our loyalty, even if it means the end of the 3 high houses.
Which in all likelihood it will.
Your Majesty, I serve you even in death.
Remorse. She's a reluctant killer.
His plot foiled and bested in battle by House Wolffort, Silvio Tellior flees, leaving everything behind.
Sad.
House Volks fights valiantly, but ultimately loses to General Avlora's army, and joins their late king in death.
Well, that pretty much leaves us isolated then, doesn't it?
Wolffort, Tellior, and Volks. 2 are felled by the iron hammer of Esfrost.
Which leaves us.
House Wolffort now stands alone, in more peril than ever.
So, 2 of Glenbrook's 3 high houses have fallen. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise at first, but this is quite the interesting turn.
Now Wolffort stands alone, having lost both the crown and its allies. There is no better time for us to act.
Then let us set the trap, brimming with bait enough to lure them in and keep them there.
As you command. The famed High House of the Salt Iron War will soon be under your thumb, my lord.
That was the plan.
Having control of their land will make our deliveries that much easier.
Indeed, and House End will prosper more than ever.
Oh, they're talking about slaves.
Brute strength is not the only path to victory. A truly wise man can win without ever drawing his sword.
deliveries in italics was suspicious, and then I just remembered that they use Rosellans as literal salt mine
Lord,
slaves,
a bird from
and there is a...
of Hyzante has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in light of our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but
But...
why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Of course he's after something!
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorceler has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put House Wolffort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get. Let us accept his proposal. We can deal with whatever ulterior motives he may have once we are back on our feet.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.
What else is going on?
Congratulations on your victory in the Falk's domain, General.
Thank you, sir. They were proud warriors. And Lord Landroy a formidable foe despite his age.
I imagine he was content to breathe his last on his beloved fields. 30 years have passed since the Salt Iron War. It was time he was put to rest beside that bygone era. Avlora, it is time you had a rest as well.
What do you mean by that, Your Grace?
Your soldiers have fought long and hard. Any longer and their morale may suffer for it.
But what of House Wolffort? Prince Roland is still with them. Is that not cause for concern?
There are no lords left worth worrying about. House Wolffort stands alone after Roland's uprising.
Even so, we would do well not to underestimate them. Even standing alone, they once changed the course of the Salt Iron War.
House Wolffort is no longer the hunter, but the hunted. Or do you believe you understand something that I do not, General?
No. Forgive me, Your Grace.
I'll take it! By all means, give us time to recover. Much appreciated. We will take it. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
You wish to speak to me, Your Highness?
I wish to leave the Wolffort domain.
And you want me to persuade Lord Serenoa?
Yes. Though I doubt he will welcome the conversation after the scales have spoken. But the people are tired. Their expressions grim. And this castle is no different.
Even so, the decision was made together.
Yes. But I think we all know that I am at the source of our troubles. The responsibility ultimately falls to me.
You're both right. You're both right. Letting troops recover, letting morale recover is a wise choice. It's just that Gustadolf doesn't seem like the type of leader to care. He seems more like the type of leader who, I don't know, expects to overrun a small nation with a larger, superior force and continues driving their forces unendingly into a brick wall over and over and over, expecting different results because he doesn't care about their well-being.
If you truly wish to take responsibility, then I do have an idea.
And I would hear it.
Give me that ring.
Mm-hmm.
But this is proof that I belong to the royal family. What would you do with it?
Have you die for your people.
I'm listening. So we're gonna stage his death. To what end?
Hey, boss, come take a look at this.
Wait. I thought the ring was going to wash up. Also, you better come take a look at this cliche. Well,
The poor soul.
welcome back to Team Rocket.
Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
Shiny ring, huh? Is that the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland.
Did they just like drop it on a cadaver or something?
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify.
Uh-huh.
But the royal signet is unmistakable.
Uh-huh.
Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt. This is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Uh-huh.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
And then they were killed.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolffort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolffort any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
Even she didn't notice. Wow, that wasn't even a decision. That was just like, yeah, we're just doing this. You ready? We're doing it. Okay, it's done. Death successfully faked. So who did they use, though?
The news of Prince Roland's death spreads across the land like wildfire. With his demise, seemingly comes the end of the Kingdom of Glenbrook. But only days later, a proclamation is made that would bind Esfrost and Glenbrook. Bearer of the royal signet and last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, Cordelia is to ascend as queen.
Oh my god.
Archduke Gustadolf.
Okay, so I did know about the character profiles. I did not know that they changed. That is interesting. Oh, that was a really nice theme.
Princess Cordelia is to wed the Archduke? What is the meaning of this? Gustadolf is the very one who invaded Glenbrook.
Yeah.
But King Regna is to blame for trying to monopolize the mines.
What does it matter who the princess weds as long as Glenbrook lives on?
It damn well matters to me.
My people, our days of late have been dark and filled with strife. Both Glenbrook and Esfrost have suffered countless losses, and we have lost both of our beloved princes. For that, I offer you my deepest condolences. May they all rest in peace. As you all know, my father was sentenced to death for his role in this tragic event. But how do we come to grips with our sorrow and anger? How do we atone for our mistakes?
Esfrost does not deserve your forgiveness. Do not submit to Gustadolf's will.
Let us recognize our sins as such and move forward.
I don't remember what she looked like before, but she looks sad now. Do you mean the profile art is different or the description of the characters is different? Because the profile is definitely different.
Has magnanimously given us another chance. A chance to see Glenbrook to a fair and free future. As the queen of this kingdom, I, Cordelia of House Glenbrook, do hereby accept the warmth and governance of Esfrost, and swear to do everything in my power to usher in an age of peace with the Archduke.
With all due respect, sir, I do not believe Queen Cordelia to be fit for ruling Glenbrook.
She does not need to be. She is to be our figurehead. A place for the people to focus both their hope and discontent. And while the poor people of Glenbrook stumble in the dark, we shall establish a new government. One based in freedom.
Freedom!
Once the people have had a taste of true freedom Esfrost would offer them, there will be no turning back. By the time Cordelia births an heir, both this kingdom and its people will belong solely to Esfrost.
I would be loath to stand upon a political battlefield. It is far more heartless than those of war.
I am simply breathing new life into a kingdom of tired traditions. The people will thank me for it in time.
Hearing the words birthed in air or birds in air get like that was big cringe. I didn't like that. The implications of it being mine and ooh.
Father, my brothers, I swear to avenge you.
Avenge. Like avenge? Like the stabby kind of avenge, or like, you know, live on and preserve the kingdom kind of avenge?
Prince Roland, have you heard about the address at the capital?
I have.
What? Roland is alive! Wow!
Horrible things.
Enough, Huette.
But they lied about the king's death. They made it seem like Gustadov was justified.
Yes.
Say no more. If Cordelia can endure this, so can we. And as long as she lives, that is enough for me.
Forgive me, Your Highness.
We all understand how you feel, Prince Roland.
No, I apologize. I lost control. Thinking about it will do us no good. We must rise to action.
Indeed we must. Everyone knows of your death now. That means we are free to make our next move.
Listen, my friends.
And what is that exactly?
Prince Roland of Glenbrook is dead. I am now merely Roland, a warrior who fled a fallen kingdom. I humbly ask for your support until the sun shines upon our royal line once again.
Shut up.
Is that Sir Maxwell's?
That mask. You look just like Sir Maxwell.
This is a secret that shall stay within House Wolffort.
And really, just us in this room. Like, don't tell the circus girl.
Grant me the strength
She'll
to
tell
free our
everybody.
home from Esfrost's clutches.
How is he doing?
Better than before. He groans in pain from time to time, though.
I see. I wish I could tell Father about our situation now, but...
Lord Serenoa, if your father were awake, I am certain he would praise you for safeguarding Wolffort.
Sad to say, the real trouble is only just beginning. I'll be damned if House N's protection comes for free. No doubt the longer we stay, the steeper the price.
Precisely. Minister Sorsley is not an altruistic soul.
If you were in his shoes, what would you do?
I would squeeze us dry, then look for an opportunity to.
But we won't let that happen.
Of course not. Anna is already on the move. It is
She's
our
so
duty
cool.
to protect and guide this house.
This heart ain't changed since the day Lord Simon took me in, lad. I'm ready to put my life on the line for this house. We'll get past this, one way or another. You'll see.
Thank you so much. Both of you.
Yeah, Roland getting a new portrait makes a lot of sense. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, Nova, not gonna lie, the intricate politics of what's like... I've been playing for 3.5 hours and I have done one battle. The rest of it has just been watching cutscenes and talking to people. And it's been great. Because this is an interesting world with interesting, like, interconnected politics. Who is that?
Oh, it's Farok.
The body of Lord Dragan is...
Svarog.
So my son has finally returned home.
Oh.
I will be there soon.
Oh.
Is something the matter?
I mean, yeah, it looks about right.
I think it better not to look, my lord.
And why is that?
His face. There is no vestige of the handsome lad he once was.
Oh, my son. I understand. You are dismissed. I am so sorry, my boy. Please forgive your pitiful excuse for a father. I will find the one who did this to you. I swear it.
It sounds like we have allies. In an unlikely place. What do you want, Hyzante? I'm not in the mood to hear from you right now. Oh, hey. It's the slavery salt mines.
Water.
Well, this is going to be horrific.
On your feet.
Water, please.
Get back to work. You aren't the only one who's thirsty.
No setbacks, I presume?
None, sir. We are already well ahead of schedule.
Splendid. The ledger, if you would.
Yes, sir.
Arguably, 13 Sentinels works even better than this with more story than battles. Because the stories are better and the battles are worse.
With our numbers, I will hold on to this for now.
Of course, sir.
Water.
Put the poor thing out of its misery, Booker. You must be firm with the Roselle. Show them the slightest mercy, and they'll think they deserve more.
Yes, sir.
Well. They managed to make that somehow more horrific than I expected.
I see. So there is an illicit salt trade held outside the auspices of the Norzelia Consortium.
Is that all it is? Is this just about Hyzante being able to sell salt under the table? Is that really it?
In this business, you cannot avoid rumors even if you try. They say sneaking under the consortium's nose is well worth the risk, but I am not so bold.
And who is behind all this?
I wish I could say.
I am not asking you to tell me for free.
How generous of you. It's but a rumor, of course, but they say none other than Minister End in Hyzante is pulling the strings. And some free advice for you, my friend? You'd do well not to get involved.
I will burn his house down.
I'm afraid that will cost a separate fee. Why, thank you.
But only Anna gets to hear. We don't get to hear. The irony of this being that Minister End is the one supplying us with money and supplies right now, which we are then turning around and paying back to get dirt on him. So he's literally paying us to dig up dirt on his illicit dealings. Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost.
Oh, right! Yeah! 'Cause it was a political marriage to, like, to unite the kingdoms. And now there's, like, no reason to actually do that for the original stated political purposes? So she's gonna be like, yeah, you don't have to do it, it's fine. And then we're gonna be like, yeah, but what if we still do it, though? You're alright. Oh, the implication was absolutely to barricade him inside the house and burn it down with him inside it. Yes, absolutely.
Is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolffort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
But you have a home.
That's life.
Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
So do you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolffort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
Read the mood, Gila.